team.
I mean, I can.
The someone's gonna switch team.
Switch. There we go.
Alright, come on.
It's fucking.
I'm flanking left and mid.
My ass pinching, bro.
Operation is under executive surveillance.
I can't do shit.
I'm ready for this one.
He's 1 HP top window that side.
Wow, where was that hill? Wait, was that shit on the left?
Damn. One's close left.
Actually, I guess that is middle.
One outside. He's pushing outside. He's there, bomb under you.
Come on,
I'm ready, bomb, Joe. Down that week.
Are you right?
That's right. I got one more. You can do right. Nice.
Close right.
Next to you.
Let's get the top window. Top window. Top window.
Nice, sure.
Go first.
I'm trying to
Get time. Get time.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be on the right side, all of them.
Alright, we went.
I
Yep.
have the mid. Should be granny.
Oh no, left.
He's left side.
There's two mid.
Oh, they just got a straight spawn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hitting over.
One more A-bomb.
I don't see him. Can you kill the guy,
I
bomb?
think I'm flipping.
A-bomb here.
Ready flip, you gotta hit that shit quick. They're not gonna read it. Oh,
Next is in grannies, I think.
Hey, they just want to deep me.
damn, we got a split.
He's on A-bomb.
Yeah, they're top building. One shot.
One back left.
Go into
One
the
left
A room, I think.
All dead.
Nice, 3.
Wait. This map actually might look good.
I have mid cover now.
On the left.
One's on
One on
the.
the.
Dead on the.
Both on the top window.
Hold you left check.
Jamie last guy.
Wait, one behind me. Jeremy.
Yeah,
I'm
flip.
I'm going on time.
I think
I have your top.
I'm trying to show.
I saw him cut. They're deep right.
Behind me. I think we flipped again.
Oh, it's this map. Oh my god. Or the western
I have
map.
your top, right?
You might flip. There's our weak. Yeah, nice.
How much behind you? How much behind
You
you?
flip. Holy fuck. Wake up, kids.
I have your top.
There's a lot of flips, bro. You can flip so fast.
I don't see him, bro. Didn't they?
Oh, he's on your right.
I'm just fucking.
That guy's just on.
Back up.
Oh no,
Grandma's,
never
what's
mind.
on grandma's?
Okay, I need to shut up.
Jordan
Swear I saw him in the bottom right.
Behind us, dead.
Oh.
I got nice. They're behind me. They're behind me.
Mid lane.
Big cut. Holy
Nice.
shit.
I don't see him.
Our top. Yeah. Our top. Grandma's
Okay.
area.
He's definitely gonna cut us here, bro.
Yeah. I'm trying to low.
I'm all in the back.
He's still top, I'm pretty sure.
Go, dead.
Nice. I'll be close.
Trying to get your mid.
Behind us, top still.
Hey, I just want to stop.
Yeah, we cut.
Top granny still.
Try to stay left.
Good cutoff.
On the wall. The top right wall. He jumped to the top there spawn again. Like, our spawn. I spawn close to him.
He's a wall.
Oh, you spawn kill him.
He's 1 HP
Come on,
that.
punch him in.
Yeah.
One is on time and one top outside window.
Yeah, Jeremy.
That's one deep.
Riash just behind me.
That big wall.
Yeah,
But like it blocks up the whole lane.
Nice. They spawn on you guys.
Get time. Yeah, I have your front push out.
Where did you spawn?
Yeah, spawn on you.
I
have your front push out.
I'm trying to commit.
Okay, this same map that Scrap got that 2-piece on. I didn't even know.
Our plane. Weak behind you. Right behind you.
That's you missing too.
One shot, and then one side window.
James are top and one on top.
Liam, he's like joining the fucking
Yeah,
here.
nice one.
Mid.
Try and push the
One more
right.
mid.
I
Yes,
killed
he's doing
Kevin.
ace in D.
SD, that's.
Nice,
They're all
one
swinging
is
right.
one, you know.
You want
Sorry,
to
I'm
one
waiting,
shot.
Okay, get down.
What's close mid tank?
I have a mid push. Let Toby. Let Jamie.
Hey, I'm trying to get a deep left.
Can we deep right on me?
One's mid, Jeremy.
Grab me.
We can play tight.
Not gonna lie, the rotation on this map actually looked pretty good.
Mid doors. I have mid. Mid.
I can't argue it's like a bit small, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad, honestly.
I got him.
This actually might be a good map. This actually might be a fucking good map.
Yeah, I'm right.
This is the most promising map I've actually seen. Even though I haven't like, I've only probably seen like 5 or 6.
I'm not blocking anymore. My flip.
Yes,
Watch out,
behind us for sure.
4 people.
Ooh,
Watch on time, Joe.
freaking Joseph.
I don't know, I get there. We might flip, okay. I challenge.
Yeah, I spawned mid map, bro. Good luck.
Yeah.
Wait, fund off.
Alright, this one.
The only,
P5 is near it.
the only bad thing about this map is there's a lot of like flips. And I think flips are a lot of time caused to like the map being small.
Go weak to top, and he jumped down. Just two there mid. Yeah.
And like, you can literally push up in like 2 seconds and you're flipping them. It's actually, it's not necessarily like map size, it's more like spawn logic, but like map size does not help because if they could like push up in a certain sector like super fast, then you know it's hard. Okay, I know. Not bad.
I got time.
And there's fucking 5 hills. Like that's how you know it's like actually like a medium-sized map. There's 5 hills. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm staying down.
Somebody one shot. In front of you, be cut. Absolutely on the fucking plane, bro.
He cut one, he's got two. He's thinking.
spawning at
Give me
this
a
time.
bullet.
Hey,
Give me a
man.
bullet. Be cut.
You want
Take
top
it.
of me? I want that.
I'm in real.
I got one more time.
Two on time. Last two. Last two on time.
That's no time. I left them. I'm trying to make a play.
Top or
Back,
top?
finish up, yeah. Finish up,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Finish up, yeah.
Give me some time.
Hey,
I might top window still. Top
Our
window.
top, yeah.
Dead. I
on
kill
the
the guy.
center block,
Hold
right
real.
mid.
Hold real
They're
then.
deep mid center block.
Third. Try and
Yeah,
control mid hut.
I'm about
Try and
to
control mid hut if you can.
Hey,
Mid hut Joe.
I can't
Yeah,
stop
they're
that.
not gonna move. They're just gonna have.
Hey,
That barn's actually like really important for like half the hills. I'm not gonna lie. It's important for P1, for P2, and honestly even like the P3 rotation. Honestly, like if your team has control of like the backside of P5,
Give me time.
that barn's actually like a clutch spot
Yeah, wait,
where you could just get fucking cut off kills or just like spawn them in like the long fucking grass fucking whatever it's called. We need calls for that.
I'm spawning granny.
It's a daytime.
Come on, I gotta actually pull up this map. Hold on, I gotta pull up this map for sure. I won't pull this map after this game.
I think they're spawning granny still.
I'm gonna pull up the mini map.
I'm
Hey,
second.
one more center box. Nice, man.
Give me left.
I'm backing up. I'm backing up.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, they screen.
It's very clear that mid map control on this fuck map is
I'm a bullet.
paramount.
Yeah, my body, I think. One's counting out the box.
If you get mid control and the rest of your team could actually like, secure like whatever hill it is, like you could actually
I'll come middle.
blend their teams. You could actually destroy them.
I'm gonna
I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm done.
Let's go top. Let's go top.
And I kind of like how this hill has like the balcony
Yeah, top of me.
ish. It's not like super OP, you could like shoot through it, but like it's there.
I'm one shot. Top of me. Top of me.
You could do some nice like team shots and shit.
Top, every time.
What's up? That's good. That's
I'll
good.
tell you we
Oh.
I shot.
on my top again. Please.
I have top. I have top. I have top. I have top.
I'm telling. Dead. I'm one
I got
Can't
pitch.
tell now.
They have to go top. They have to
Yeah,
go top.
I got your bench.
One
I'm
is
right,
one
I'm
in front of
right,
you.
I'm
Twin.
I'm pushing. I'm
That's
pushing.
deep right, right?
Top mid window. There's I think
think so.
20
I'm
clinic.
chasing.
We'll keep your side already. Whoever's here.
I don't see him. I'll play for it.
Take your
Nice.
time, Jovan. Take your time.
I ain't sure.
He's tapped. He's tapped.
Right behind you. It's one behind you.
It's actually a good thing you can't like head glitch that thing. Like if you could head glitch like that big thing, I think that would like ruin that whole half of the map. But the fact you have to go under actually makes it a bit better. And they put like big walls so you could do like some wall bound shit on it. I actually kind of like that a lot.
Front real, weak. Two top.
So you could head glitch like that. Head glitch like that side kinda.
I got one more.
Weak.
He's there for top.
That
Nice.
nice.
I'm just shouting top.
This side. That you here. One long time.
Are we done?
Oh.
Play no finger. Play no finger long time.
Yeah, I can pick. I got him.
That's free. I'm blocking guys.
I made it.
Joe, L1 weak.
Okay, you're my cross.
Go. Yeah, I cross. There's two there. I don't have
I'm you twin.
Just get down for a second. I'm in over.
Dining again.
Yeah, I think it's Grandma's out there, yeah?
Joe, one on time.
Good shots.
Yeah, it is, Zach. It is. Let's get
we
Zach. Let's
flip,
get
flip,
Zach.
flip,
He got me in there. He's front Grandma's.
Keep pushing,
I'm ready to
Zach
suck
team.
this.
We
I
are
don't see
in
him.
the lead.
I'm kind of camping in the back.
Yeah, take
I
your
spawned
time.
here. They're just flying
One,
deep left.
okay, yeah, they did
Top Grandma's.
behind me.
One shot
One
in new
is
or
in
above
corner.
new. Above new.
Hardpoint is
It's
active.
Toby.
I spawn on the back, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on top.
Jamie's mid.
If you want time, you can go top if you want, Chris.
Top
Still
left.
here now,
Jamie-
still.
Yeah, he's
Jamie
still top.
did it, one's
Yo,
right.
top going front door. And what's he
I'm
deep
up.
left? Deep left. Behind, hitting our back.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm
I got mine,
back.
No, I'm not gonna lie. This map's actually
Yeah.
not gonna lie. This map's actually gonna be in. This map's actually gonna be in for real. This map's
Back.
legit gonna be in for Hardpoint.
Spawning back, still spawning back, or A, H, and D?
I don't see
Back or H and D?
I'm my back.
It's fine.
H and D then, I think.
Yeah, this one is in.
Hey,
What's fine, what's fine?
yeah. Sounds like.
Hey, I
Front
go.
door, we do.
Look how important having mid-map control is for like this map. Like
Finish up.
I'm very interested to see how like this how this map like develops over the course of the year.
Back, spawn.
Mid-map control, you could straight up get the cutoffs for every hill.
Zippy one again?
It's like on top of the
I'm going top.
And like that's why I say like this map's small, like because if you could control basically the whole map from like one section, then I think the map's like fuck too small.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
one more
have
on the plane. He's gonna walk
Like
close.
if you think of any other map, even like
I spawned
let's
over
say Vault, let's say Vault, because that's a very like symmetrical square map. You can't control the whole map from mid. You could control mid,
fucking beast, man.
but like there's a catwalk and people could just go outside P3 or outside pool, so you're not controlling the map. But like
Wait, what's that?
on a map like this where like mid map is like pretty much like the whole map, like the whole map's basically built around mid, you can control like every cutoff, dude. if your teammates are in the right position, like a guy could straight up spend the whole game in mid. I swear. If your teams are in the right position and you're not on like the back foot so much and you're on like the front foot more, which is why I think it's also gonna be important to like get off to a good lead or like be in a lead on this map, because you could actually dictate the whole game. It all comes down like your teammates being in the right positions. If your teammates are in the right positions, like to make sure there's no splits, and you get everyone where you want them, like you could just control the whole game. Your team just has to look in one direction pretty much almost like the whole time. Like there's obviously going to be chaos in between like the game where, you know, there's like people over here, people over there because you don't have control. But when you do have control, there are some hills you're going to be able to get like 50, 40, 60. For sure. Yeah, but we gotta take a look at the mini map for this map. Shows you where they spawn. Pretty much even to P1. Yeah, pretty much even. But like, there's a good side. I would say, I want to say that the good side is like this side. I want to say the good side is this side. No. It's actually this side, because like this side has like that side has the coverage. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this side is the good side. 100%. That side's the good side. That side's the good side. Okay, but I just want to talk about like mid. So that's good. I just need to take away that. Okay. So this mid-map area, dude. This mid-map area. I should just like highlight it the whole time. This mid-map area. This area is so it's like so dominant, because it's like, take a look at this. So regardless of what side you spawn on. So let's say like you spawn on the good side, which means you probably don't have hosts, but I mean if you're on land, whatever, you got to pick the good side. Let's say you spawn on this side. You get them off P1. You got free roto. If you just have a guy posted in mid and a guy with control of this, like that's why I said like this is also very big. I'm not sure they're gonna call that barn or some shit. I don't even know. I think like saddle. What the heck is that? I don't know anything about fucking country. I don't know anything about that. But you have a guy in here and a guy mid. You pretty much have everything here locked down, so this guy could watch that. It doesn't matter what they do if it's like going to P2 next, and then if it goes to P3, so like this P2 to P3, any of these guys, either like this guy or this guy, if they have just control of this area, this P1 area, if any of these guys have control of this area, all a guy has to do is just like sit back P5, even in the house, and a guy on the hill. And like two guys could just like wreak havoc in mid, or a guy could help and this guy could like do it by himself. Pretty much forces the team to go like all the way around like the backside and like take a crazy chow, but it's not really a crazy chow. You could actually like smoke this guy, but this guy could actually hide on this side, which means like, I don't really know what the angle is like up there. I actually haven't like seen like that POV of the angle from there, but either way, you're forced to pretty much come on the hill. You got this guy watching over that guy. Just having control of mid like forces this team into really bad decisions. You either have to like play for you know, you can actually like wall bounce on like that thing too. Wall bounce on this wall and like that wall. You got the big wall. You can't really do anything unless it's like Black Ops 3, but it's not. So pretty much having like mid control, like just fucking fighting whoever's in this barn. Whoever's in this barn, bro, you gotta fight for them. And like P3, I think it's just gonna come down to like this side. It isn't impossible. Like you literally just watch FaZe had the bad side, but that's because it's like brand new, and I don't think it was like their first time playing like this map for Hardpoint, so nobody knows. Everyone's just kind of like running around. But this mid area is gonna be so huge, and you're gonna see this like develop as like the year goes on. Yeah, just having fucking mid control. And if you want to talk about mid control, even if you're like on this side for P3 and you're fighting like for P4, nothing wrong with like fighting for P4 from like the backside. Like if you have control of like this, like you always do, working like this side and like forcing a spawn out, and you already have a guy mid, and you have like the, you know, you have the line of sight. Like the guy mid is always going to be useful if the players around him like know how to like work and make his job easier. This is definitely probably going to be a map where like ARs don't have that much hill time, because this mid area is AR dominant unless they do some sort of patch like they nerf ARs and they buff SMGs, which I hope they don't. I actually kind of like how it is right now, because right now it actually feels like SMGs from like a range are capped. Like you can't just map everyone with every chal. You're seeing a lot of SMGs lose a lot of chals, even like medium range too already. God, this kind of looks like freaking gibberish. Actually, I probably should have just kept this one highlighted though. This main street is so important. So important. Main street is so important. Yeah, so even if you have like this side, all you have to do is just like get this guy, whoever, like this is kind of like a two-man job. A guy can't just like sit in mid all by himself. Definitely there has to be a facilitator, somebody to help him out. But already, like if this is gonna be like an AR job, so probably like Abuza, maybe like Abuza got a great iron, and then Draws is more active, helping around on the map. Like if we're talking about FaZe, for example, and just this person, it could be 04, it could be Simp, it could be like whoever. It honestly might be 04. Like this could be like a 04 Abuza job, and like Draza and Simp are more high interaction. Like that dynamic for this map could actually work. Honestly, it actually can. So even if you have like the good side, and obviously you're not going to just have this side the whole game, like, you know, like there's so much flips going on. There's so many people doing like stupid shit, just pushing shit. So if you spawn on this side, it's not like you're having this side all game. But I'm talking about like perfect scenario. If you want to like have this good side, and like how it would be if like you just kept it the whole game. So we talked about P2, P1. You obviously have the guy mid. You could have a guy even like forcing a pinch to like help with pressure, help get these guys while this guy's holding an iron. You got this guy in here having a fight, and you can like force him into this spawn, which isn't bad if you force him in that spawn for P2, because you got like control of like all this and everything. There's like nothing wrong with that. But yeah, honestly, and even for that, I'd much rather have him like spawning by P4 on P2, even though it's like closer to the hill, but it helps when it comes to P3, because then they have to go all the way across the mid, and like you get them. And then going from P4 to P5, so as I erase this, so going from P4 to P5, let's say like you have like this side the whole game, you know, like we talked about before, and having like the guy playing around here and the guy playing around here, going from P4 to P5, these guys now have to fight out. It's basically the exact same thing. Have a guy in the house. I mean, I don't have much faith in this game when it comes to being able to hold this spawn. So like if you're in here and there's a guy on the hill, let's say there's a guy on the hill and there's a guy up top in the building, you have the guy mid, you have a guy over here. There's part of me that still thinks like the game will show some kind of forgiveness and just spawn him in the back. I don't know yet. We obviously have to see, but this whole map is just dominated by what these two players in mid are doing in tandem, and obviously it's not going to be perfect. You're going to have the other team also trying to fight for the same thing, but this mid control is going to be super huge. And if the mid control so happens to be super even, that's when it comes down to what the other two players are doing on the map and just how they're impacting the hill, which is why it might be like send your two best players to go do this, like, you know. So it might be like Scrap against Hydra, or actually it's probably gonna be like a BZ. Honestly, like I would assume like Scrap would be more in like this like mid control with like Scrap, and it'll be like a BZ and can like, you know, every team has their dynamic. I'm not saying this is how the map's going to be played, but like this how I already like envision in my head, like just having the mid control, having the guy. I don't even know if this is like an 18 or not. I don't know. It looks like an 18 player. I just watched the whole map and I swear I don't even know. But like either way, I actually don't think it's an 18. I don't think it's an 18. I don't know, but you may be able to wall bounce that. I gotta go back and watch the map again because I wasn't paying attention. But either way, having control of like this and this, like the SMG working in tandem with an AR, and then the other two more focused on the OBJ, and their job should be easier based on how their team is performing as well. But you know, that's like in a perfect scenario. Obviously, no game is gonna be perfect, and you're not gonna see people do this unless they're playing against like a challenger team. It's like a pro team playing against a challenger team halfway through the year. You might see some 50-point clubs on this map. There could be some 50-point clubs. But this actually looks like a very good map. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually super excited about this map. Like, I could argue it's small. I could argue, like, why is the whole map, like, pretty much controlled by mid, but there's ways around it. It's not like mid is end all be all, but if you have a good enough team, it can be, and if everyone else is doing their job. So, there's pros and cons, but I don't really like a map that's controlled by mid. But it kind of gives me raid vibes. It kind of is like raid, I'm not going to lie. Even if you kind of look how it's outlined. Like, let's say it's like the bus side. I'm not saying it's the exact same, but it kind of feels like it, even like the way it kind of looks. So like, let's say it's the optic van side, and then you have like this side that goes to like the back, and then there's like that S&D spot there, and there's like the mid street, and there's like the other bomb right there, and there's Granny's house. Like, it kind of has like the same outline, like the statue here, like the back yarn there, L right there. Like, it has like the same shape. Has the same shape, and it like has like the same like color palette vibe, kind of. I don't know, but yeah, very interested to see how Scar plays. It's gonna be very interesting.